Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder again with another AITA story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for expecting to eat half of any leftovers? My 32 female, husband 36 male, and I have been having a disagreement about how leftovers should be split. For example, I made an apple cobbler last night that we had for dessert after dinner. Today I mentioned having some more and he said there's not much left because he was snacking on it after I went to bed. I told him that the rest of the cobbler is mine and he better not eat it, which he thought was unfair. He thought the process is that any food we have is first come, first serve, while I believe we should each only expect to eat about half of whatever food is made. I also think that since I'm the one who found the recipe, went to the store, bought the ingredients, and cooked the food, I shouldn't have to rush to eat it just so that I'll be able to enjoy it. So am I the astronaut for expecting to be able to eat half of the food that I cooked? I may be the asshole because it may take me a few days to eat my half, and I get mad if he eats any more after he's had his half, even if it's been a couple of days since he's had any. Am I the asshole for expecting to eat half of any leftovers? This is interesting. So there's a structure. There's at least the need for a structure for their leftovers, and I haven't really thought about this. We don't have a structure. It's pretty much it's in there unless there's some kind of designated purpose for it, which is rare. Then it would be a first come, first serve kind of thing. Dessert might be a little bit different, but this is also just a communication thing. You guys got to get on board on the same page with what structure you're taking here. And maybe it's just some foods that this applies to. It sounds like OP is saying that this is everything. This should apply to all leftovers. There should be this leftover system. And if that's the case, maybe you need to start taking halves and putting them in two separate containers and putting your flipping name on it if it's this big of a deal. If it is an issue, that's a potential solution that would prevent you from having problems, from losing part of your half or whatever the issue is there. But if you're like the rest of the world, I assume which is like our house, we keep leftovers that we shouldn't keep. And then a week later, we're like, just throw that shit out. So if somebody in our house is going to eat the leftovers that otherwise will be forgotten about, then we'll have to throw away. I'm the designated clean out the nasty container guy because that's one of Candy Thunder's phobias, like just the nasty food in containers and like food getting stuck in the sink and the disposal and that kind of stuff. That's one of her phobias. So I'm the guy. If somebody's going to take the initiative to eat that so I don't have to deal with that later on, friggin' more power to you. Eat all that you want. The only territorial thing in our house is cosmic brownies. And if you really want one, you better hide it. You think I'm joking? I'm kind of joking. If there's something that you want designated, then put it in a different container and label it. This is interesting. Do you have a structure for leftovers in your house? It was cobbler. Dessert might be a different thing. Dessert might be like you just need to divvy it up down the middle if you guys both care about it and both want your portions. Otherwise, I think there's a statute of limitations on leftovers. Is there not? Maybe not a statute of limitations. There's like a shelf life thing where, okay, within the first 24 hours, maybe it's like half and half. After X time or X many days, it's fair game. Just get it the hell out of there. Desserts might be a different issue. Okay, there are 32 and 36. There's no mention of if they have children or not, because the approach to leftovers probably changes once you have kids involved. When you are 32 and 36 with no kids, I can imagine it needing to be more structured because your food can have more of your focus and attention, and it's more intentional at that point. We've got 5 kids, and at this point it's like, did I eat today? I can't remember. We fed the kids, so we're good, but did we eat? I can't remember. It's way less of a big deal, I think, when you get to a certain size of family. There's some comments going on about, like, why is this a big deal at all? This seems like a petty, stupid thing to be arguing about. And maybe it is, but for them, it is something that they butt heads on, and it's something that he has obviously crossed the line on, and they need some kind of structure on here. So this comes down to you guys need to communicate and come up with a plan that you can agree on. And that plan you both follow, and that's it. And that's problem solving for marriage moving forward. My plan is to not say anything in a stupid tone that gets me into trouble with Candy Thunder. And I'm trying to follow that, but sometimes I forget. They need some kind of actual official plan that they both put in writing. Freaking put it on the refrigerator so that no one forgets. Some kind of structure. Get different colored containers or something. I don't know, but you guys need to come up with something that you agree on, because this is causing conflict. And if you don't solve this issue, like, it could grow. This could grow and become a bigger deal to your relationship. And how silly will you feel if 3 years from now, someone's like, so why did you guys get a divorce? Leftovers. Yeah, you can communicate through this.
You can do it!